Hello, today we have Mr. Fariz with us, also the Creative Tech Director of the Experiential Design Team, also known as EDT. And at the same time, he's actually the founder of AR Festival, also known as the Augmented Reality Festival Kuala Lumpur. So hello, Mr. Fariz. Thanks so much for joining us today. So before we start, can I just like to ask, could you just give us a quick overview of the AR Festival that's upcoming?
Right, so AR Festival is actually happening now, from today all the way till end of November. If you go to Dataran Merdeka, if you go to downtown KL or Bukit Bintang, you might find QR codes around it, and you can actually scan the QR code, and it opens up to a portal of augmented reality artworks. Where we work with 33 different artists, digital artists, and that's where you can actually experience their artworks in a form of augmented reality.
Wow, that's so cool. Other than that, maybe can you give us an insight of what attendees can expect to experience at the festival itself?
So basically what we have at the moment is that you can activate some of the murals that you see in downtown KL. So some of the works, the really beautiful AR will appear as you scan the QR code. These murals will later be animated in a form of animation, and some of it also come out with games so you can play. It's all being done in public space. So yeah, so those are some of the elements that we presented to Augmented Reality Festival. And we also have one in front of Style Gallery. Again, scan the QR code, aim it to the building, and you'll see things popping up from the building in a form of 3D animation. So I don't want to spoil you with a lot of things. You might want to go there and experience it yourself. Yeah, and to find the exact location, you can go to ARFestKL.com. That's where you can see where these artworks are located at.
And as we know, AR is changing and revolutionizing the way we experience art, right? So can you share your thoughts in general? How do you think AR is transforming the overall art experience?
AR has been around for quite some time. Just recent years, it has become much more mainstream in the form of social AR. If you play with any face filter, it's a form of AR as well. And so the usage of adoption of AR has always been there, driven by social media. And another form of it is also QR code. I think right after COVID, I think everyone is familiar with when you see a QR code, what you should do with it. So yes, the adoption is really high at the moment. And what we're doing here is we're providing a new canvas for digital artists to be able to take their digital art to the public space. Not only graphic designers, we're talking about 3D modelers, 3D sculptures, creators in general. And we've seen it with the boom of NFTs before. I think that's one motivation of like you can monetize your digital art, because before it's really hard to sell digital art, right? Now we're providing a space where you can exhibit your digital art in physical space, in public areas. This is also enabled by Think City and DBKL. They're very supportive in allowing us to use their space around Kuala Lumpur. So when artists sees this opportunity, we did an open call and they submit their work with us. And we basically did a few programs, onboarding program on how to convert their works into AR experience. So now we have 33 artworks laying around Kuala Lumpur.
Wow, that's so cool. And from what you have shared with me, it seems like a very great opportunity for brands all around Malaysia to basically participate. So can you just maybe tell the brands out there who wants to be part of this AR festival, what advice would you give them?
I wouldn't say advice. It's actually an opportunity, right? So our long-term plan is to be able to provide this platform, and we start off with this content, readily content in the form of artworks, AR artworks. But in the future, imagine brands can also participate. Either they can fund this artist to build artworks sponsored by a certain brand, or the brand themselves wanting to activate a certain physical space around Kuala Lumpur using AR. Either it can be a moving artwork. You've seen those fake out-of-home ads, things flying around. Now you can do it for real with AR, right? It's not just video these days. You can actually see it in real life through your phone, and you can interact with it as well. So it's the real thing. So these are opportunities for brand to use the platform, and we're going to map it out in a very big map around Kuala Lumpur, so you can actually see what's happening in the AR metaverse layer of Kuala Lumpur. So that's our dream, and hopefully we can do it by next year.
Oh, let's look forward to that. So, can you maybe share with us some specific initiatives or projects that are current or upcoming that you're most excited about?
Within AR Festival?
Maybe it can be right now or maybe upcoming that's new, maybe that you're very excited about that you want to share with all of us.
All right. So within the AR Festival, we're gonna have our prize giving event happening end of November. That's gonna happen in GMBB with the support of MDEC as well. And we're gonna have a few sharing session on how the thought process behind the creation of these AR artworks as well. And we're going to call in some AR practitioners, artists, big names, hopefully, to be able to also share their work. So that's the nearest that's going to happen within this year. And our plan next year is, of course, the one that I mentioned, is to be able to build this platform, and brands can also participate. Basically, this is how we are able to sustain ourselves in the future. Brands should imagine this as another layer of Kuala Lumpur, that you can choose any part of Kuala Lumpur that you want to activate with AR. We can help you to do that. So so this is basically what I'm excited about next year. Yeah.
Okay, that's so cool. And as we know, AR can foster a sense of community and shared experiences as right. Can you maybe elaborate in some ways how AR can enhance community engagement in urban environments, and maybe how can it foster a sense of connection and among residents?
Right. So one of our AR component is also called Cerita. There's Cerita at the end, is AR. All right. So these are characters that we created, and it's powered by AI. Basically, what we fed the AI are stories about Kuala Lumpur and the hidden stories that may not be documented, but now we're using AI to document the stories, and you can actually have a conversation with the character. And how this will bring a sense of community around this area is by telling these stories about community. Right, so there's a lot of stories around Kuala Lumpur that I think is not documented. So we're going to pursue finding new stories around the community and tell them not only through AI. Actually, if you have stories you want to visualize through AR, we can do that as well. And what we can do also is, based on these stories that we've created through AR, we can build programs around it, right? We can have like a sharing session. We can come together and view the AR, and then we can have like one spot where we can discuss about the stories, and probably there are some more people that come by and share more stories about it. So this is a platform that we want to do. So not only it becomes an AR platform, we can create also programs, like real life programs, weekend programs around it, and we can have this conversation happening. Yeah.
Wow. And for those that are interested in experiencing AR Fest, what is the best way they can get involved?
What is the best way you can get involved with the AR Festival? Either you can come in as, of course, people who enjoy the artwork itself. You can also come in if you're an artist or you're into digital art. You can always send your proposal to us, and we can place your artwork within our platform. or if you have any stories to tell, right? If you have any hidden stories or hidden, street art, if you're a mural artist or street artist and you think that you want to be linked up with any AR artists, you can also talk to us and get involved, and we can basically host it on our ARFest platform.
Well, and also to find out for the QR codes and scan it, right?
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Fariz, for joining us today, and see you at the AR Festival.